When we start this game out, we don't have any money to buy anything. So why don't we just
What are you up to?
borrow some
Thief!
goods from the vendor and trade it to another vendor?
I see a thief! Guard!
This ain't working out, and the reason it ain't working out is they're reporting us.
Surrender!
So our next option is to surrender. Maybe we can talk our way out of
Don't
this.
even bother starting with any excuses. Well, you won't
Okay,
forget this in a hurry,
okay. How much is the
because it'll take a
fine?
nice
How much is
pile
the
of
fine?
coin to fix it.
Oh wait, we don't have any money. That's not good. How exactly do we go from that to having like 45k in grocery? Well, that is a good question. And in this video, we are going to take a look at a few strategies you can use to get there. Let's start out with opening chest for loot. You can open all the chests in your parents' house for loot. And you might want to take this a step further and, why don't we go in some doors? Oh wait, we can't. We don't have a lockpick. Let's try this other chest. We need a lockpick. So you're going to need a lockpick to have a shot at opening some more chests. And you want to get really good at lockpicking, so you want to hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Keep searching, searching, searching. Eventually, you're going to find that spot. Okay, we found the spot. Now let's circle around. In a circle, in a circle. And then you work it around in a circle. Okay, keep holding it, push it, and then you open a chest. And now you got a bunch of items. Opening chests is also good in that if you have a bed, you can keep the chest stored so you don't get overburdened. Now, we do have this problem of moving items that are stolen, and we'll look at a strategy for dealing with that. But first, we're going to take a look at pickpocketing here. And one of the keys to doing it right is to simply stay undetected. What's challenging is quietly sneaking up on someone and quickly taking a couple items before they notice what exactly just happened. Now, a lot of us are probably wondering and asking the question, how do we make our guy go from looking like this to looking like this armored without actually paying anything? There's an answer to that question, and the answer involves stealth. Now, when you do stealth, you got to choose between killing and knocking out. Initially, you only have that knockout option. Now, stealth can be a little bit tricky. And you say, how can it be tricky? I just got behind this guy, took him out.
Had enough? My God!
But we have a little problem. We did it in front of everybody, and everybody sees us. And now we're in a load of trouble.
Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Maybe next time, we should do it in a way where we won't get caught. Low visibility areas. So, what we're going to do is we're going to hit that crouch button there. We're going to sneak up behind him, and then we press the left trigger button to knock him out. There we have our first practice run. Oh, down they go. Don't forget to loot a few items that won't overburden you. There's another practice run. All right, we're getting better at this. Remember, don't overburden yourself. So then we try not to get caught when we do stealth. And once we get good at this and get some experience, we get really aggressive. Hopefully save our game beforehand. We sneak up behind a soldier. And nobody's watching. We got him. Yes! There's a lot of items here. Now, you can kill a soldier if you want. I elected not to, and there's a reason for that. I'm going to run away and get far away from here and get out of here. Now, if you notice, nobody noticed. So when I come back, This villager doesn't even notice I knocked him out. Oh, and the guard gets up, and neither does he. So, big success. Big success. Try not to get caught when you're doing stealth. Alright, back to our earlier question. What do I do with my stolen goods? None of the villagers, traders, blacksmiths, or anyone else will buy them. Well, one possible solution is to wait for a period of time. If you do that, items lose heat, but it does take a while. Another possibility is the millers. Now, the millers will handle and buy, well, not directly buy, but they'll take care of your stolen goods for you.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's see what we can do about that. God be with you.
Millers are also another good source for purchasing lockpicks. Now the question is, where are the millers located? And there's actually quite a few millers, but there's only 3 of them that I know of that deal in stolen goods. So we want to focus on those 3 when we're moving stolen items. Here's one of them. Here is another one right there. And of course, lastly, the Miller Peshek that we just dealt with a second ago. So when you're dealing with hot loot, you want to sell to the millers. You want to try to keep your sales only to hot loot, as if you have a lot of hot loot, you might not be able to move it all to one miller. So it might be a good strategy to save some of those non-stolen goods for other traders and merchants. Now we still have to tackle the question of what to do with being overburdened, and the one potential solution is the horse. Now, the easiest way to get a horse is simply to walk up to it and take it. And we have some problems in that we want it for stolen goods. Another way is to buy a horse. This is really expensive, and there's only 2 different locations you can do that. So it may not be something you can do right away, but if you can make a purchase, having a horse is really valuable in that you can call it whenever you want, and when you buy a horse, it can't die like your stolen horse can die in the game. Plus, you won't get arrested for it. So far, we looked at a bunch of different strategies, but them by themselves aren't going to get us to 45k in groschen. What we have to look at is a strategy that gets us a lot of valuables, and we don't have to deal with moving it to millers, and that is fighting bandits and cumans. If you take a look at this map right here, there is a bandit camp hidden away quietly in the woods. We'll zoom in a little more. You got to start with the easy bandit camps first, and you're going to definitely want a horse, good armor, and of course you want to save your game beforehand, hopefully close by, because sometimes things just don't turn out the way they should. You try to sneak up on them, and then, well, one thing leads to another. Next thing you know, it's like 1 on 3, 1 on 4. You're slinging a bunch of arrows. You're slowly narrowing down the field, but they keep coming at you. You try to reduce, to a small area where they can't get you is good. You keep fighting. Eventually you get them out of the way. Alright, one more. Here we go. There it is. Boom. I think that's it. Okay, we got them all. Now, we have to go through and loot them all. Alright, we looted them all. Now we're overburdened. Oh good, we have a horse. This is why you need that horse, so you can get out of there. Otherwise, it's a long walk, a really long walk, and we don't want to go through a long walk. Now we ride our horse, we find the nearest trader, and he's going to trade with us.
Let's talk about the price.
All right, so
And the nice thing about this is, you know, since the goods aren't stolen, we can move them to, you know, all kinds of traders. So that's why I like this strategy. Now, if you're really good at the easy ones, I have a really big challenge for you. And that's located right here. We'll zoom in a little more. This is a really big challenge. It took me a little while to beat this, but I finally got the hang of it. It's well guarded. Each one of the entrances that I know of are heavily guarded. And should you work your way past there, there's 2 separate camps that are also very heavily fortified. If you can break into this bandit camp, take them all out. Don't loot until the end, of course. Wait till the end to loot. If you can take these guys out, and then you can take all the items, you'll have a ton of capital, and you know maybe you'll get to 45K. So there's basically 2 reasons I like this strategy, and that is number 1, you can sell the loot anywhere and to pretty much any trader in the game. Secondly, you can get really nice items or like weapons and armor from them that they'll leave behind. And as long as it's not too damaged, you can take it to a blacksmith, take clothing to a tailor or an armorer and have them repair it, or maybe you have your own armory kit where you can do that. And yeah, this is pretty much the template I use to get my character to have a decent amount of spending funds in this game. Hopefully this helps you out. I am signing out. Thanks for watching.